Hello, everyone. Welcome to PCE Final Frontier Podcast. I am Shivangi, your PCE guide at PCE Final Frontier, helping one student at a time. Visit our website www.pceff.com to enroll in our courses today.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the PC Final Frontier Interview Podcast. Today we have Riddika with us. Riddika cleared her PCE from India, and she is going to share all her tips, strategies, and challenges that she faced while preparing for PCE from another country. So let's have her on board and ask her all those questions. Welcome, Ritika. Thank you for doing this today.
Thank you so much for having me.
How are you feeling? Well, congratulations first.
Thank you so much. And yeah, the first feeling I had was of relief, and I slept my best on the results night.
Good, good, good. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you did everything from India, and I believe you're currently right now in India, planning to move to Canada soon. But give us a little bit background about yourself, like which university and when did you graduate and how did you decide to prepare for this exam? Why did you choose Canada and everything?
I completed my bachelor's and internship in 2019 from PGI MER Chandigarh. And for 3 years, I worked in a private clinic, and then I had my own practice. And from the start of 2024, I was working part time only and giving time gradually to my studies. From May of this year, I devoted all my time to the studies and preparing for PCE.
Okay. But why did you choose Canada? Like any reason that you want to move to Canada or just more for like a career change or you're like, I need to learn more or anything? Any specific reason?
Uh, I always wanted to go to America or Canada, but I chose Canada specifically because it has a more transparency in the credentialing process and becoming a licensed physio. And of course, the job opportunities as a physio is really better in Canada than in my home country.
Okay. Now you applied for all the CAPR documentation and everything from India, from your home country. How did you do it? Did you face any difficulties? Were there any challenges?
Since the CAPR process was very transparent, everything was written in the website step by step. In videos also, it was demonstrated quite well. So I did not face any problems, but yeah, I was nervous. From CAPR side, I had all the help, but in my universities, there were some interdepartmental issues, and thus these administration hurdles are, I think, the main reason why anyone from India wants to move out from India. So yeah, CAPR was quite helpful, but the problems I faced was only because of my university.
Okay. So were your university able to send all the documents to CAPR? Or
Yeah,
did you have to send the documents and everything?
no, they required the university to send the documents, like certain
Okay.
set of documents from the university only. So they did send it, but it was after a lot of efforts and from a lot of students that we had to put pressure on the universities to do that.
Send the documents. I think it's very common. I remember when I was doing it, I faced those kind of same challenges. I had to go there in person, make sure they did it, and they said, yes, we'll do it. Come back tomorrow. And it was never done. You go back again tomorrow. There was one point I'm like, I'm going to stand here all day. I need you to do this today. And then he saw me standing there and he's like, okay, I'll do it because he was irritated, annoyed, I could say. I'm like, I need you to do this today because you don't understand. Like, if you don't send it today, it takes a long time for them to get the document. It's going to mess up everything. It's going to mess up our plan, our routine. So I'm like, I'm going to stand here all day. I think I stood half a day there. He looked at my face and he was like, okay, I'll do it today. And then he finally did it. So I understand. I think it's very common for us back there. Again, it's something new for those people too. I don't blame them. they did not do this much document transfers or sending or faxing in the past. But I think now a lot of students are moving to international countries, so it is a lot more work for them, which hopefully in the future, I think they'll learn about it and they're like, okay, this document, this university. I remember there was a and then some other student mentioned that, oh, I need you to send the CAPR these documents. And that person, the administrative person, is like, trust me, I've done it for so many students. You take this document and this will work. And I understand on the student perspective, the student was like, no, but they need three documents. And that administrative guy is, I've done it so many times. Just take this one document, it will work. So he just gave one document. The student was like, okay, I'll just submit it. And I think it worked. CAPR accepted it and it worked. So sometimes they know better than we do because this is our first time and they've been doing it for so long. I feel like they do it, but they just need to do it faster, I believe. So I understand. So you submitted all those documents, the university submitted. How long was the processing time for you for the CAPR?
I think 5 to 6 months, and it would have been like only around 3 months had my university been more helpful to me, to all the students. And yeah, so like take it like 5 or 6 months,
Five or
whenever.
so 6 months, and then you got your letter. Now, you took the exam from your home, right? Like a remote
Exactly.
proctoring. Were you able to like set up the cameras, set up in an empty room? Like, was it easy to set up everything for the house? Like, take the exam from the house and everything?
Yeah, it looked like it was a big job, but no, it was very easy. I just had to move my furniture out and have the room clutter free. And the camera is itself on the PC, and we had to install a remote proctoring app on the mobile and attach it with the PC. It was good.
It
It
was
was
easy.
easy, I mean.
It was not too much difficulty. Okay. So people taking exam from home, I was like, okay, it's not that tough. You can do it. If Ritika can do it, you can do it too that way. Okay. Now, how do you think, like what would you say is, I know you haven't practiced in Canada yet, but the Canada work culture compared to our home country, I know it's a lot of difference, but anything that catches your eye, you're like, oh yeah, this is different than what we do it back here. Is there anything that you have noticed? You'll notice more
One
once you're working.
One thing which attracts me the most is the your 5 day weekday culture. So what we have here is we have to work Monday through Saturday in India if we are specifically working in a private sector, and sometimes Sundays are not given off, and there is no concept of public holidays if we are in the healthcare sector, right? So in Canada, there's no such thing. You guys follow the Saturday and Sunday off, weekends off rule, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to have that privilege.
That work-life balance and everything, right? Like you work
Exactly.
5 days, you get those 2 days to like focus on yourself, get everything done that you need to do. Yeah. And I remember, yes, I work 6 days a week too. Back when I was practicing there, Monday, Saturday was a half day, yes, and then you just get a Sunday, and then you running again Monday to Saturday. Okay, yeah. Well, you will once you come here, start working here, you'll have that good work-life balance and everything. But there are a lot of other things that you will miss too. Like, but
I know the weddings, festivals.
yeah, we'll leave that. Oh, you have you'll make your own family friends here, and you'll find a way to celebrate it, make the most of it. But things are different. But there's always pros and cons and everything. So when you come here, you start practicing, you'll explore it, you'll find your own way to celebrate it and everything. And the world is small now, you can take a flight, go back, come back. So it's not that difficult as it was years back and everything. Now, next question is, if there was something that you had to change about CAPR, what would that be? Thanks.
Okay. As I told you, they helped me a lot. They always reply to my emails in a timely fashion. And throughout the process of home proctoring or remote proctoring, they answered all my silly doubts. So I don't have any complaints about them. But for future applicants, I think if we are given more than three chances to clear the PC, it would be a great relief. Like I passed in the first attempt, but the ones who could not do it in the first attempt, there's so much stress on those people. So if it is made up to like four attempts or five attempts, that would be a huge relief.
Yeah, I think 6 attempts should be good.
Should be six at least.
Yeah, right. Like more than three for sure. Yeah.
It used to be six or five, if I'm not wrong, till 2015 or 17. We were
Uh,
given six or five attempts. So recently it got to like three only. Three is very less.
yeah. No, that's a good point. Yes, if they can change that. So maybe in the future they'll come back again. We're just trying to let them know, make sure you always let them know when they send you the survey and stuff, always reply and let them know, like, hey, we just want you to increase the number of attempts. Uh, but and I'm really proud of you. You cleared it in first attempt. So, and I know you mentioned that you were working for some time. You had your own practice. Now, having your own practice comes with its own challenges. You said you took some time off work towards the end of the preparation. But when you were working, how did you manage? Like studying, working, traveling and everything. How did you prepare and everything?
I think from 8 or 9 months, I started working for like part time only for 4 to 5 hours, and I by the time of lunch I was home. So I always gave myself 2 to 4 hours to prepare to study anything, be it anything, anatomy or physiology, anything. And gradually I increased my time, and by the time it was May, I was devoting 8 to 10 hours to my studies. But during the last 2 months I was only revising, and for revision I was giving myself just 2 hours because I was mostly done with everything. I had retained all the things I needed to memorize, so in the end it became easier to study for PC.
Huh? So you kind of planned it out. You had a good, you were working, you worked part time, you set up a time. Towards the end, you were allotting more time to studies and everything.
Yeah, I planned a year before that how I'll prepare my months, how I'll plan my days. So I had a good written structure of my timetable.
Oh, wow. So you were planning this for a while and everything. So that's good. Now,
because I because I knew that I had to do that, and first attempt is the most important. So that's why I had to do it. And because I was not earning in dollars that I could afford it for the second time. It's a very expensive journey when you have never earned in Canadian dollars. So it was a lot more to lose if I could not do it.
yeah, no, I understand. So that's the thing people are talking about. If they want to change about the CAPR is if they can reduce some of the cost. Because those application process, those exam process, like it's expensive, especially if you're not earning in dollars, as you said, and like it becomes expensive. So yes. So if CAPR, please, if you're listening, increase the number of attempts and reduce some cost here and there. So it's easy, it's more affordable to everyone. Okay. Now, you said you graduated in 2019. There was like a few years of working, and then you decided to get back to studies again. Did you feel like you have lost touch of some things? Did you forget some of your basics? Was it like that? Did you feel, or no, you were able to like get back on track right away?
I think I had not forgotten much of the things because I was in touch with studies all these years also, because I like to study. But the full on preparation which I needed, it started with enrolling in the full life course only. Before that, I was just going through Physiopedia and Wikipedia stuff like that, and it was not up to the mark which is needed to pass any exam, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and your pre-course module, I think it's the very crucial first step to prepare for PCE. That
So
will
you
form,
did that, yes.
make your basis. Basics are very important.
Okay, so you definitely went through the whole pre-module course, got your basics kicked in, revised everything, and so that helped. Okay. But you said you were still keeping up with your lecture, with your studies and everything, not your lectures, but with your studies. So you were always like you didn't lose touch with your studies. You didn't have that much of a gap in everything.
Never,
So
never. always
Okay.
study.
Yeah, good. Okay, so that really helped you too. Okay. Now, this is the last question. Okay, I won't take much of your time, but what are you most excited about this new chapter of your life? I know you said you're planning to move to Canada soon, but what are you looking forward to? What's like most excitement thing?
Okay, so like moving to Canada and experience how it's living there, and then I have never lived without my parents or family, so it would be like an adventure. So yeah, wish me luck.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. And we are always here to help you. So it's not that you are alone. We have a whole family here that's waiting for you. So, you're part of the Final Frontier family. So we are here. It's not that we're going to like, hey, bye. No. So
No,
yes. But we
was the
won't be
best.
we won't
That
be
was really.
as great as your parents and family is, but we're here for you. So we're looking forward to have you soon on this side of the country. And, thank you so much for doing this for today. I'm pretty sure the answers you mentioned, the answers you said will be really helpful to anyone who's preparing for PCE from an international country. You kind of gave them some perspective about how to do the documents, send it to CAPR, how CAPR takes the processing, how CAPR replies to the email, how to prepare if you're working, how to manage the time. And then the most important thing I liked is the planning. You said you've been planning this for a year, how to plan your schedule, how to plan your work. So that is something really important. It was not a one-day decision like, hey, I'm going to take the PC, go to Canada. No, you
It's
were.
it's a very difficult exam, so we have to prepare our best.
Yeah, okay. So yes. But thank you. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure all this is really helpful to other students. Okay. Well, good luck with your journey. And if there is anything we can do it, let us know.
Thank you for joining today. Reach out to us at support@pceff.com for any questions. Follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for more content. Have a wonderful week and keep learning.